Write this. So, seventh lesson, factors of quadratic expressions. Right. So that if you want to obtain the factors of quadratic expressions, first of all, we need to refresh our knowledge from what we did in the past years, from grade 9, grade 8, so on and so on. Right? So first of all, let's do that. And you know something about this one as well from your grade 9. But in when it comes to the grade 10, we are going to little bit further than that. We are going to little bit further than your grade 9 lesson. Right. So first of all, let's do some questions from review exercise. Right. So I have given you something. Sometimes this might not be the exact review exercise from your textbook. So it might a little bit different, right? There might be a little bit of different things. Sometimes I am changing those, and so no one cannot say so. You are copying, right? Copy කරනවා කියලා කියන්න බෑ. හරි. So ඔයාලට copy කරන්නත් බෑ මේකයි textbook එකේ. හරි. So you can compare this one and that one. හරි. Right. Okay. So let's do some exercise, review exercise from this. Right. So page number 1, right? Page number 1, review exercise. I will explain this from the scratch. I'll explain this from the scratch. Right? From the basic logic, right, to the hero level, I will explain. Right? So first of all, review exercise. So I will take right. I will take first question, part A. Yes, subpart A. 3x plus 12. So we have to do the factorization. So it's saying, write each of the following algebraic expressions as a product of its factors. So you know what are the factors, right? So if you take 12, 3 is a factor of 12 because, right, you can divide 12 by 3, right, without any remainder, so that 3 becomes a factor. Right? So that 3 becomes a factor. Right? And also 6 is a factor of 12. Right? Because you can divide 12 by 6 without any remainder. There is 0 remainder if you divide that, so that it would become a factor. Right? Right. Okay. So here, for this term, this term, there should be a common number, right? That common number is called the common factor, right? So you can write this 12 as a multiple of 3 as well. That is 3 into 4. 3 multiplied by 4. 3 multiplied by 4. Right? Right. Sadarina? Yes. Right. 3 multiplied by 4. Right? So that you can take 3 as a common term out from the brackets. So what is the meaning of that? So you are taking some common term or common factor out from an expression. Out from an expression, so that is called a factor. Right? So I will let you know the logic. What is the logic behind this? Right? So this is from the scratch. If you cannot remember, you might try. After I jot down here. You can write. First of all, focus on the book. So you know for this term and this term of this expression, 3 is a common term. For this one and for this one, 3 is a common term. So I am going to take 3 out from the expression. Right? So I will write this is 3. Right? This is my 3. And the answers will be right here. What is the rest if you take 3 out? The rest term is x. Right? Then plus. Here you have 12. You are going to take 3 out from that. So that the remaining number is 4. So the question is how this forms it. How this is built. How this is built. Right? So this is the logic behind that. 3x plus 12. Now most of you are forgetting these things. So these are from your grade 8, grade 9, and even from the grade 7. You guys are forgetting these simple basic things. Those are from your foundation. Right? So that as a result of that, you guys will not get the correct answer in the future. So the meaning, if you are taking a common term that is 3 out, the meaning of that, this is your expression 3x plus 12. So if you are taking your common term 3 out from the parenthesis, the meaning is you are going to divide this term by 3 and this term by 3. That is the meaning of that. Keep that in your mind. If you are taking a particular common term out, this is the logic behind that. Now, yes, I know. But some of you might be here. Those who have forgotten all this, those who have forgotten this one already. So that it is my duty to remember these things to you. Right? So that you can refresh your knowledge and you can get the things. Right? Not only 3, but this is positive 3. Right? This is positive 3. You are dividing it by positive 3 so that you are taking out the common term as positive 3. Correct? So you know the sign conversion as well. Right? Negative number divided by negative number. Positive number divided by positive number, you will be getting as a result of that positive number. Negative number divided by positive number, you will get a negative number. Positive number divided by a negative number, you will get a negative number. So that is the sign conversion. And after discussing this part 1, I will give you the sign conversion. Right. So first of all, positive divided by positive number, right? 3 times 1, 3 times 1. That is how we are going to simplify the numerators and the denominators. Positive divided by positive, again a positive number, right? 3 times 1, 3 times 4, right? So here, the final answer will be here positive x plus positive 4, right? So this is how your factorization is done, right? So this is how your factorization is done. So this step, if you want, you can write. If you have 100% accuracy, no need to write this. Right? So this should be your answer. Right. Okay. Hope you can understand. Right. Second one. I will do the second one as well. Right. Q squared minus Q. Q squared minus Q. Right. So here the same thing will be done. Q squared minus Q. Correct. So this is an algebraic term. This is also an algebraic term. And here, what is the common term that you are going to take out? That should be definitely Q. Right? And what is the power of that Q? And how do you decide it? Q to the power 2. That is the maximum power. Q to the power 2. And here also you have Q. But there you have Q to the power 1. So that you have to take out the factor or the common term with the minimum power. With the minimum power. So 2 is the maximum power of Q. 1 is the minimum power of Q. So you know the index is 1. Na? Q to the power 1. This is Q to the power 1. So that you can take it out. So I will do it from the scratch. Like that. Right? So I am going to take positive Q out. And positive Q out. So this is positive Q square. Correct? I am going to divide this positive Q square by positive Q. Right? Positive Q. I am not going to mention that is positive. Here you have negative. Right? This is Q. And also I am going to divide it by Q so that I am not doing any harm for this expression. So now this is a fair expression. I have taken something out and divide each and every term by the same thing that I have taken out from the parenthesis. Right? So this positive divided by positive, positive. Right? So here you have Q. You can cut one Q to the numerator Q, right? Because here we have Q times Q, right? One Q from the denominator can be cut down, right? So in the numerator you are having Q. In the denominator you have 1. So no need to mention 1 down there. Minus Q times 1, Q times 1 so that you can get 1 here. Right? So this should be your answer. If you don't want to write this, no need to write this. If you have the 100% accuracy with you guys, you can directly obtain this answer by looking at this at once. Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. So I am going to share the screen with you. Right. Right. Before doing that, today, do you have any questions from that one? Do you have anything? If you have any question, you can ask from me. Do you have or not?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Great.
No, sir.
So, okay. Right. Okay. This one. Now it's time to you to try this. Alright. So I am marking some questions from here so that you have to do. Right. Right. Do part D. Do part F. Do part H and J. Try to do them very fast, right? And I want to see who finishes first. Please send your answers to the chat. Okay. I want to see who finishes first. Please send your answers to the chat. Okay. Yes. Right. Okay, I'll discuss. Alright. Look at it. Right. So, part D, right? So, what we have here, 2p minus 4p square, right? Equal mark, right? Equal mark. So, by looking at this, there are numbers and the algebraic terms as well, right? Both numbers and algebraic terms. So, from both of them, you have to pick the common terms, right? So, from this one, first of all, if you consider the numbers, right? If you consider the numbers, here you have 2 and here you have 4. So you definitely know 2 is a common factor for both. So I will write 2d. That is my positive 2 as well. And here you are having p, right? P to the power 1, and here you have p to the power 2, so that you can take p to the power 1 out. If you are taking 2p out from here, the remaining term is 1. Right? So this is all of these are positive terms, so that none of the signs will be changed. Right? None of the signs will be changed. So keep your sign as well as it is, that is minus. So from 4, you are going to take 2 out, that means 4 divided by 2. So you will be having 2p here. So this should be a first answer for part D. Right? Then part F. 2ab equals, right? When you consider this term and this term, you need to calibrate your eyes to see what are the common factors at once, right? So, if it is harder, you have to write this 2 into 3, A into A, B, like Podipanti, right? If you cannot calibrate your eyes. So, please do the calibration of your eyes to see the important points here, right? So when it comes to the numbers, we are having 2 and 6. So 2 is a common term, and here you have a, here you have to the power 2. So a is a common term. B, and here you have b. Yes, b is also a common term. So you are taking 2 will be out from here. So 1 is the term that you have remaining here. So minus minus. So because this is already a positive term, you are taking out. So this negative sign won't change, right? So if you are taking 2 out from this 6, it will be 3. Here you are taking a out of this a multiplied by a, that is a multiplied by a divided by a. So the remaining term is a. Here you have only one b, you are taking it out. So this should be your answer. Okay, if you cannot understand, please let me know, right? I'll do it from the scratch. Correct? Right. That is F. Right, H. Uh, 3a to the power 2. Right, 3a square minus 9ab. So by looking at this, you can directly say equal mark. Right? 3 is a common term, a to the power 2, a r. So a should be a common term. There will be no any b term here. So that b won't be a common term. If you take 3a out from this one, the remaining term is a minus, right? 9 divided by 3 means 3. A cancel out, cut it, and then no b's. 3. This should be a final answer for H. Correct? Right. Then J. Four p square minus 16p square q square minus 12q square. Right. So this is simple. Right. 12q square. So by looking at that, when you compare the numbers for 16 and 12, for 16 and 12, right? All of the numbers are multiples of 4, right? So what would be the maximum common term that you can take it out? It should be the highest common factor. It should be 4, right? Right. So 4 is the common factor from the numbers. And what would be the term? Here you have p to the power 2, q to the power 2, and here also you are having q to the power 2, right? And when it comes to here, but here you do not have any q terms, right? Any q terms, so you can take what? Only number 4, right? Only number 4 is a term that you can take out. P square minus 4 p square q square minus 3 q square, right? None of the others will be a common term other than that of your 4, number 4, right? So these should be your answers for these 4 questions, right? Right. Understood, Devnath? Any questions from this one or the other?
Sir,
Sorry, Shihana, you can go on.
Huh? What was it?
sir,
Yes, මම මොකක්ද ගත්තාද?
නෑ සර් මේ F එකේ අපිට බැරිද 2a brackets ඇතුලේ b minus 3ab bracket වහන්න එහෙම? එහෙම ලියන්න?
මෙතන b minus 3ab කියලාද?
ඔව් සර්.
You can, but you won't get any marks for this because b is also a common term name. Have they? B
Yes,
is
sir.
I think so. You have to take this out from the brackets so that you will be receiving this. Right? Here, QA comes in. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Apart from that, any questions? Can I proceed?
Sir, when we are trying to find the quadratic expression, should we take the highest common factor or we can take lower than that?
No, it is similar to this one because if we do not take that p, right, it comes inside the bracket again. So we have to take the maximum thing out. We have to take all the things out. Common things, you have to take all the things out. But this is not quadratic expressions, factors of quadratic expressions. Huh? These things are still from your grade 9, grade 8, right? So still we have to go little bit furthermore to factorize the quadratic expressions, right? So we did not touch quadratic expression part yet. Still we are doing the refreshing your knowledge, right? Any question?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, for example, in the question D, it's drawn if I took 2 out and put p minus 2p squared in the brackets, right?
2p square.
Yeah.
Why you are having 2p square inside the brackets? Because we are
Uh,
taking p out.
yeah, so it's wrong, right?
Yeah. So
So I have to take 2p out and then do the calculations like that, right?
yeah. So shall I explain it again? 2p minus 4p square ni, right? 2p minus 4p square ni. So I will make sure that this is from the scratch level. Hurry on. Look at the board. Focus on the board. 2p, right? I can expand 4 by using the multiples of 2. I can expand 4 by using the multiples of 2, right? So how we are going to write this 4 by using the multiples of 2? That is 2 multiplied by 2. Right? And how we are going to write t squared by using the expansion? T squared means multiply p multiplied by p. So, Buddha, this is what you have done in your grade 8, right? And grade 7 also, if I am correct. So, by looking at this, now you are taking your pencil, right? And you are going to highlight what are the common terms. 2 is a common term, and from these two, there are two 2's. So, this one of these is common with this one, and terms p and p. So, you are going to take that 2p out from this. That means, in other words, you are going to divide this first term by 2p. This is minus. Right here you have 2 times p times p. So, this is how we are going to choose our highest common factor. Right? Divide this term by 2p as well. So, 2 times 1, 2 times 1, p times 1, p times 1, 2 times 1, 2 times 1, p times 1, p times 1. Done. So the remaining part is 2p, here 1, right, minus the remaining number and the algebraic term is 2p. So this should be your answer. That is from the very basic level. Right. Okay. Right, let's move into the part B. Right. Part B. Question A. Right. Subpart A. So I will do this one so that you can understand. Right, x times a plus b plus y times a plus b. Right, y times a plus b. So here, by looking at this expression, right, by looking at this expression, you can decide what would be the common term, right? You can decide. So if you consider this first expression, right, or we can take this as a full one term, single term with the other single term. If you consider this term and this term of this full expression, you can see a plus b is a common term, right? This is something like when again. Now here you have a apple, right? And here you have an orange, and plus now you have an ananasi, right? And again orange. Spura Lavavia Sanhara. Equal mark. Now, what is the common fruit? Orange. Orange is the common fruit. It is something like A plus B. So, take this orange out. I am taking that out. Right. So that inside the brackets, apple there. Apple plus ananasi. So this is something like orange. An orange, apple plus ananasi. Right? So I think you got the concept right. Right. So the equal mark may make an down to if you do not put equal mark vertically, vertical alignment become particular yawe hamadam කියනවා පට්ට කැතයි මොලි ගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ පොතාරි මෙහෙම දාන්න එපා මේ අර මෙහින් තලේ පී ගැට පෙළ වගේ දාරි මේ සමහර අය මෙහෙම හරි තියෙනවා සමහර අය no equal marks at all අර මට වැඩක් නැහැ equal mark එක මට එපා මොකටද ඒක අපරාධෙ පෑන් තින්තරිය මේ ඕනේ equal mark ඕනේ නැහැ ගාන හදා යනවා මේව හැමතැනම තියෙනවා අන්තිම ඉරි දෙයක්වත් නැහැ right no verification mark at the end of the question I am verifying my answers by using 2 dash එහෙම එකකුත් නැහැ හරිද please practice them right so that those things are standard in mathematics හරිද right right all good. So this is a common term this is a common term take it out. So what are the remaining inside the brackets? Term x plus y. Right? So because this should be your answer. Right. Please write it, Melia. Please do B and C. Please do B and C. B guys C B. Do this one and this one. Make a patta is your way. Right. Now we have the harder part after this. Before going into that one, right? I am going to do a little bit of exercise with you. So you have to take your exercise book, right? And let's do it with me after discussing the question answers for these things. Right, I will do it fast, right? So B, right? 2p times 3q plus r minus s 3q plus r. So now make a right patta easy because if you consider this term and this term inside the brackets, you can see right those are equal. So take it out from the bracket so that you have to write the remaining terms inside the other parenthesis. Right. I'm going to take these things out. Equal mark 3q plus r, right? Close bracket. If you take this 3q plus r from here, the remaining term is 2p. Here you have negative sign, that is subtraction, and s. Done. Part C. Right, part C. P times 2a minus 3b plus q times 2a minus 3b. Right. So the equal mark. This is common. This is common. Take them out. 2a minus 3b. Right. And what are the remaining terms inside the parenthesis? Positive b, positive q. So now this is done. Right. Okay. So I think you can understand this part. Right. So when it comes to the part D, some of you guys might know how to do. Some of you guys will get lost. Correct? So before going into the next part, I am going to do some exercise. Right? How to do the sign conversion in an expression. Right? How to do the sign conversion in an expression. Right? Okay, please write. I am clearing this one. Right, please write. How to do the sign conversion in an expression. Make a part important, right? Not in the lesson factors of quadratic expression. So this will be part important for your uh, uh, equation lesson, right? Formula, right? So on and so on. Factors, sorry, fractions, algebraic fractions, factors of algebraic fractions, right? So on and so on. This is factors of quadratic expressions. There are a lot of things. Make a part-time problem. Some of you might know. That's okay. Right? But some of you guys will get into the wall when we are doing this. Right? Now, I will give you some examples how to do the conversion. Right? Before that, we need to identify the basic things. So let's write sign conversions. There are two sign conversions. Actually, both of them are very identical. And you know this stuff from your grade 8. And these are at the basic level. So there are two things. When you have a positive number and you are going to multiply that positive number by a positive number, so you will get a positive number as the result. Alright. Now look at the board now. Don't do anything. I will give you the time to write. I will give you the time to write. So the right? Positive number multiplied by a positive number, you will get the result as a positive number. So you know already this one, I know. Yes. Negative number multiplied by a negative number, the result will be a positive number. Negative number multiplied by a positive number and the vice versa thing is positive number multiplied by a negative number, so that the result will be a negative number for both. Yes, okay. So what else do we have? Here we are multiplying two directed numbers and we are going to do the division of two directed numbers as well. Positive number divided by positive number. Positive number divided by positive number. Negative number divided by negative number. Negative number divided by a positive number. positive number divided by a negative number. Equal mark, equal mark, equal mark, equal mark. So same results will be obtained here when you are dividing a positive number by a positive number, negative number, and negative number, negative number, positive number, negative number. Same results will be obtained so that you can easily memorize those things. Alright. So the positive number divided by positive number, positive answer. Final answer will be a positive answer. This one also positive answer. This one negative answer, negative answer. Please write this mail here. You know this, yes, I know. But Varadinava. Alright. Right. Hope you have finished right. Now, why do we so why did we write this? Right. You will get that within like 5 to 10 minutes, right? You will understand why did we write this. Right. So now there is something like this. Now eyes on the board, right? Eyes on the board. Example number 1. Right? Don't write, huh? Don't write. So something there is something like this. When you have theorem, A minus B. Right? I am telling you to convert the signs. I am telling you to convert the signs of the below expressions. So the first expression is A minus B. Now what the hell is this? Convert the signs. Why? Yes, we are going to practice them. So if you want to convert the signs, so here, can anyone tell me what is the sign of A? What is the sign of A?
Plus.
Positive. Yes, positive. What is the sign of B?
Minus.
Yes. So we can take it as minus, yes. But originally it is positive. Okay. Now think of it as negative. Minus. This is positive. This is negative. Now I am telling you to convert to the opposite sign of A and to the opposite sign of B. Convert the signs. So for that, what you are going to do? For that, what you are going to do? For that, what you are going to do?
Multiply the expression by my negative 1.
Yes, negative 1. Right? Or else, now you are doing multiplication. That's a perfect answer. And what if you can take negative 1 out from the bracket? Right? What? That is very similar to, right? That is very similar to, right? Multiplying an expression by a negative 1. Doesn't matter, right? Look at the book. Right? SriLanka gave me an answer, sir. You are going to multiply the above expression by negative 1. Yes, that is the perfect. Sorry. So that is the perfect answer. Right? If you multiply these two numbers by negative 1, so you will get negative A and positive B. Right? Right. So for that we require something, because these two will not be equal. Correct? That is one of the perfect answers. Right. If we want to obtain an expression which is equal to this one, so Buddha, can anyone tell me by looking at this positive A and negative B, what would be the common term for both? Think a little bit. For this one and this one, there is a common term. Without signs, right? Tell me what would be it. මොකක්ද ඒක? If you no. I am now think of it as a like no signs, just a number.
One.
What give? 10. Oh, 1. Yes, 1. So common term is 1. Correct? So for this one and this one, the common term is 1. Right? Are you confusing? Confusion or I can. මේ පුතේ මම මේව මේ එච්චර එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්නේ හරිද? කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් මේ පාඩම එක දවසකින් කරොත් හරිද? මේ පාඩම කවුරු එක දවසකින් කරොත් ඌ බොරුවක් කරා. නෑ, අත් කරනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ නෑ. I am giving right you the whole knowledge so that you can understand this lesson perfectly. Right? I am doing this from the scratch, 0 to hero. Right? Very basically 0 to hero. Right? So now here you have A minus B. I can write this A මෙන්න මෙහෙම 1 times A. Can I write like this? Is it correct or wrong? This A මෙහෙම ලියන්න 1 times A. පුතේ මේවා very important. No? These things are very important. All okay, 1 times A, yes, or පුළුවන් ලියන්න. I very ගේමක් නැහැ. Then ගේමක් නැහැ. Is it correct? 1 times A? Correct or wrong? Yes or no? Why? Huh?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. And by using the same way, you can write 1 times B as well. Now you can directly by your number 1 is a common term for this one and this one. So you can take your 1 out. Now are you going to write this one in front of that expression? No. Now what I was telling is you are going to take negative 1 out from this. Negative 1 out from this. Right? Negative 1 out from this. You are going to take negative 1. I am going to explain that from the beginning, from the scratch. Right? So if you want to take negative 1 out from this expression, that means I have taken negative 1 already out. And bracket, so this is my first term, 1 times A, that I am going to divide by negative 1. Right? Actually, no need to put parentheses. Right? Minus 1 times B, I am going to divide this term by negative 1. So this is what I told you at the beginning. Right? When we are doing the part A, from the scratch here, right? So here you have taken your negative 1 out. So you are going to convert the signs of this so that you are taking negative 1 out. And if you take negative sign out from the bracket, you are going to change the signs. Positive into negatives, negative into positives. Right? So now you can understand. This is a positive 1. Make a positive 1. Positive 1 divided by negative 1. That means this. Positive number divided by a negative number. The final answer will be a negative number. So the equal mark. Negative 1 is here. Positive divided by negative. So the sign is negative. Right? This term divided by 1. Right? 1 times A, you know A. Right? I am not going to put 1 na. Mama එක දාන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. Because 1 times a means a නේ. හරි. Negative divide by negative. Negative divide by negative. What is the final answer? Negative divide by negative. The sign is positive. I am converting this negative sign into positive sign so that I have positive. So Buddha, this is how we are going to do the sign conversion. And this is the logic. Okay, මුද්දට ඔළුවට දාගන්න. I am going to do a lot of examples until you get this. And without this one, you cannot even think about proceeding. Correct? Right. So Buddha, from here onwards, please write this really. You can reduce the steps if you want, but for now, please write this. This should be asked for this. Right? I want you to get the concept. Make a concept here. You need to get the core of this. Right? Today, Seema is not here, right? Seema in I can see Mario. Seema is not here, right? How the Hi Mario. How the Mario, is your Ramadan over? Not yet. Right. Okay. Nilan has done. Right. Okay. So now I will give you another one. Right. Second one. Something like this. Please convert the signs of this. Make a sign convert. A plus B minus C. A plus B minus C. For this, by 7:45, I will give you the dinner time. So you can have the dinner and let's join by 8. 08 3 8 4 8 5, right?
Sir,
Oh,
sir, do we need to take the 1 out again?
what? Oh, again.
Should we want to take the -1 out again?
Yeah. So basically, if you see something like this, right? Right? So convert the signs, right? This is positive A, convert it into negative. Positive B, convert it into negative. Negative C, convert it into positive. Right? Basically, what you need to know and what you need to grab is how to do the sign conversion. So basically, you are going to take -1 out from the bracket. Right?
Okay.
Right. Hope you have done. Yes. Yes, Nilan. Yes. Haridu. Now, I am going to take what? -1 out. Right? So the now stop all the words. Stop all the words and focus on the word. Actually, no need to write this as 1 times A, because that is the basic name. You know it. That is A can be written down as 1 times A. Because I need you to understand in front of A there is 1. Right? That's why I wrote it earlier, but now I am not going to write that. Right? So what I am going to do is, here you have A plus B minus C. If you are taking -1 out from the bracket, that means you are going to divide each and every term in the expression by -1. This divide by -1. this divide by minus 1, this divide by minus 1. So please understand the concept. Please understand the logic behind this. This is the logic. Alright. Actually, no need to do this one, right? Mixture steps right? I will reduce the steps once we go forward. Okay? Alright. So here you have minus 1. Now here, now this is positive A, no? You know that name. Positive divide by negative. Positive divide by negative. Sign is negative. Right? Sign is negative. A divided by 1. A. Or can 1 name can positive divide by negative. Same thing. Positive divide by negative. Sign is negative. B. Negative divide by negative. Positive. Positive C. So this is it. This is how we are going to do the sign conversion. Actually, right? The thing you need to understand is, if you want, you can write. So, actually, no need this step. The thing you need to understand finally is, first of all, we are having positive B, negative C. If you are taking negative 1 out, that common term, negative common term out, positive A becomes negative A, positive B becomes negative B, negative C becomes positive C. This is final. If you want, you can write the middle term. So middle step. Right. So, I'll give another. Can you do this? Convert the signs of the things inside the bracket. Inside the bracket. May bracket tag ඇතුලේ තියෙන වගේ sign ටික convert කරන්න, please convert the signs inside the bracket. Just do it fast. Don't think too much. Right now you know the concept. Right? Or the concept. Do it fast. Don't think too much. Suddenly you are missing something. It should be very fair when it comes to this. Yes, Nilan, yes. ඔන්න දැන් ඔය මම මෙතනින් ආවනේ, right? I came after this one. Now when it comes to here, you guys are forgetting something. Some of you are. බලන්න එපා කෑලි. Right? You are taking negative 1 out from the bracket. You are taking negative 1 out. Right? You are taking negative 1 out. Right? So right, I will do. Now look at the I do. This is a little bit confusing one. Right. Right? I'm not going to tell you, right? Remove the brackets. Brackets remove. I told you change the size inside the bracket. If you want to do that, how we are going to do? This is positive x, this is negative 2y. Right? In front of that, you have a common term. Okay, that's okay. Right? If you want to change the signs inside the bracket, what you have to do very simply, Right? What you have to do very simply? Here common term is 1. Here also common term is 1 from both of these terms. So take negative 1 out. So you are converting this term into negative, this term into positive. Right? So equal mark. Here you have A. Okay, that's okay. Multiplied by. You are taking negative 1 out. Right? Negative 1 out from this. So that means x divided by negative 1, right? Minus 2y divided by negative 1. Right? A multiplied by negative 1, that means negative A. Right? A multiplied by negative 1, that means negative A. I hope you know that. What the basis? Right? Positive into negative, negative A times 1 A. Right? Positive divided by negative, negative x. Negative divided by negative positive, that is 2y. So this should be your answer. මේවා ගණන් වල තියෙනවා. මේවා ගණන් වල තියෙනවා, so that is why I am giving you like this. මේකයි මම මේව දෙන්නේ. Right? Right. Another one. Another one. මේවා දන්නේ නැතුව උදේ ගණන් හදන්න බෑ. හරි? මේවා ඒ ටික දන්නේ නැතුව ආලා ගියොත් එම අනාථ වෙනවා. Third card. Fourth card. Px minus py. Convert the sign by taking the common term out. Convert the signs by taking the common term out. Convert the signs of these two terms. This is positive px. This is negative px, py. Right? Convert positive px into negative, negative py into positive. And also take the common term out. Yes, Neil. Yes, super. Yes, you have this problem. Yup. Hari, did you do that? May butter is your name? Yes. Yes. So now first try to identify what is the common term. Right? P. P. That is P. My common term is P for this. Then how am I going to convert the signs? Then how am I going to convert? Very basically I have to take negative sign out. So common term is P and negative sign out means I have to take negative P out. Negative P out. I have to take negative P out. Right? So that is how we are going to think. Right. Now focus on the board. Common term is P and for this one is common term is P. So and Huda, I told you to convert the signs in Mamadi QV. Right? I told you to convert the sign. Right? So in that situation, so I am giving you a practice for upcoming situations. And common term is P. Okay, equal mark P. So now I said you to convert the signs as well. How am I going to do that? If I want to convert the signs into the opposite signs, I need to take negative sign out from both of them. So I have to take negative P out from here and from here so that I can do the sign conversion. So brackets. So if I do the scratch level, this is it. So I have Px minus Py and Px minus Py. That means if you are taking negative P out means you are going to divide this term by negative P and this term by negative P as well. Right? equal mark. This is negative p brackets. Positive number divided by a negative number. Positive number divided by a negative number means negative number, right? Okay, sign is negative. P times 1, P times 1. Okay, the remaining term is x. That is negative p. Super. Negative number divided by a negative or positive. P times 1, P times 1. So that is y. Right. Remember. What do you see? You have taken your p out, and at the same time you have to do the sign conversion, and you have taken your negative sign out as well. And what has happened to the remaining terms? This positive x converted into negative, this negative y converted into positive. So that's it. If you practice this up to the master level, this step is not needed. You can completely remove that. Arun, I am talking about the master level. Master level again, you can do that. Very small concept you have to get. Right? Not needed this. Right. Again, fifth one. Minus 2x plus 4xy negative 3x to the power 2. Alright. Take the common term out and do the sign conversion, right, to the opposite sign. Do the sign conversion. Janita, here you have to take the common term out with the p. If you want to do the sign conversion, the thing that you need to understand is, right, you need to take negative 1 out, right, negative sign out from the bracket with the common term. ඒක තමයි ඔයාලා තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන බේසික්ම දේ. Don't forget it. So the be the answer for this Tankayo. Make what is your right? Right. Minus yes, 2, 3. Sure. Yes, son. Yes. The first term is wrong, huh? So where is your minus sign, son? Where is minus sign taken out? Then what is the yes. Yes. Yes, man. Yes. Dinugi, you played a basketball event recently. Man, take how the friend Dali. Manushika, please remove the equal. Hey, why you have put an equal mark? Put an equal mark. Mistakenly, right?
Yeah, it was a typing mistake.
Take it off. Yes, Shyam, yes. minus x equal mark down the right? Minus x equal, not equal, make right? Okay, I will discuss. Right. Focus on the board. Eyes on the board. Right. Now I am going to do this. Right? Without our scratch part. Then I will do it separate. Right? Now try to think with me. You need to get this. By hook or crook, you need to get this. So, right, by looking at these three terms, first thing, you need to take the common term out and you need to do the sign conversion, right? Right. So, first of all, you know how to do the sign conversion. You have to definitely take negative sign out, no? Right. Equal mark. Right. Equal mark. First of all, you have to write equal mark. Huh? Right. This equals to this. Equals to this. Then take what? Negative sign now. Right. Right. Now think with me. Now, by looking at this one, and this one, you need to figure it out. What is my common term? Right. So what are the numbers? 2, 4, and 3. So no number is a common term. Right? There is no common term for the numbers. Right. Forget it. Here you have x, y is only here. So doesn't matter, we don't care about y, but we care about x. So that is my common term. X. Take it out. So this is it. Right? You need to know. Right? This is the thing you need to know. To do the sign conversion, you are taking minus sign out, and at the same time, you are taking your common term out. X. Now I am going to write down the rest. Right. Here you have minus sign, right? Here you have x. Take these two out so that you have positive 2. Because we are doing the sign conversion, because we have take negative sign out. That means negative 2x has been divided by negative x. Negative divided by negative, positive. X to x gone 2. Here you have positive sign. Here you have positive sign. Positive divided by negative, negative. 4 you have to write because there is no common term, common number. X divided by x gone, the rest is y. There is a little bit of pattern you need to understand. Negative divided by negative, positive. 3, no, there is no number, so write as it is. X to the power 2 divided by x. X, the remaining term is x. That is how we are going to think. Directly you can obtain the answer. But if you want, I will write the rest as it. Right now, this is from the scratch. Negative 2x plus 4xy minus 3x squared are equal mark. I am going to take negative x out from this. That means I am going to divide this negative 2x by negative x. Right here you have positive sign. Right, 4xy divided by negative x. Here you have negative 3x squared. That term also divided by negative x. Negative divided by negative, positive. X times 1, x times 1. Positive divided by negative, negative. So first of all, I will write the term. Here you have positive 2. Positive divided by negative, the sign is negative. X times 1, x times 1. Right? So the remaining is 4y. Negative divided by negative, positive, the sign is positive. X times 1, x times 1. So the remaining term is 3x. So both of the answers are correct. Same, equal mark. If you want, you can put bracket to this negative sign, negative x. Wait, can you identify or can you now? Are you familiar with this? Do I need to do some more examples? Still, do you have any problem? Now, the other problem with this thing.
No, sir.
Right. Yes, UV5. 5 Right. So the right now you know this one. Right now you know this one. Right. Now we are going to do a similar usage by using this. මේක දාලා අපි පොඩි similar usage එකක් කරන්න යනවා. That means similar examples to this one, but not this. මේක නෙමෙයි. But we have to use this knowledge. Right? But we have to use this knowledge. Right? Right. Right. Okay. Now, part B. Right. Part B. Part B. Subpart D. Part B. Subpart D. Part B. Subpart D. 2 times x minus 3 minus xy plus 3y. What the hell is this? So you have to do the factorization. You have to do the factorization. Earlier we did the sign conversion thing with the factorization. So we are going to use that here to do the factorization. First of all, I need you guys to try this. Make a try karla, and I will give you like 2 minutes. Right? No, 1.5 minutes. Give it a try to factorize this. Make a factorize karan. Right? So here you have x minus 3. Now you can prepare this x minus 3 here by using the previous knowledge. Here you have x minus 3. You can prepare this x minus 3 here by using these two terms. Now, please calibrate your mind how to do that by using the previous knowledge that I gave you. I need you to try. Then you can understand what the hell is this after I discuss. Hello. Super. That's what I was saying. That's what got the first place. Nilanda got the second place. Nice. There is simple thing. But easy. Please calibrate your eyes to see that. Using the previous knowledge. Correct. How am I going to do this? By using the previous knowledge. Correct. We have to do a little bit of sign conversion here as well by taking the same factor route. So use that knowledge and concatenate them both. Do this. Dinu, yes. Yes. මම ඒත් එකම පොඩි දෙයක් කියන්න හරි. ඔය මම හැමතිස්සෙම කියන්නේ අම්මලාට කියලා බුදුන් නම් ඒ කියන්නේ මේ වෙලාවට කවා ගන්න කියලා. ඒ හේතුවක් ඇතුව කියන්නේ. හරිද? මේ මොකද දන්නවද? දැන් ඔයාලා වැඩ කරනවනේ. හරිද? වැඩ කරනකොට දැන් සමහර විට මම කියන එකක් එකපාරට මිස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලා කකා ඉන්නකොට. හරි? ඒ ලියා ගන්නත් බෑනේ. හරිද? එතකොට සහ අනිත් එක තමයි හැමදාම අම්මලාට කියලා කවා ගන්නත් බෑ. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කාලේ කවාගත්තේ නැත්නම් ආයෙ කවා ගන්න බෑ කියලා තමයි මම කියන්නේ. හරි. එතකොට ඔයා හිතනවා කැම්පස් කී. කැම්පස් එකේදී අම්මා නැහැ ළඟ කවන්න. හරිද? කැම්පස් එකේදී අම්මා ළඟ නැහැ. ඒකින්ද ළඟ ඉන්න කාලේ පුළුවන් තරම් අම්මට කියලා කවාගන්න. හරිද? මම සමහර වෙලාවට මෑතකදී නෑ හොඳින් මීට මාස දෙකකට විතර කාලෙ උදේ මම කාගෙන තියෙනවා. හරිද? ළඟදී නම් කාගත්තේ නෑ. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මට පරක් වුණාම ඔය සමහර වැඩ හිර වුණාම ඔළුවෙන් හිතාගෙන හිටපු දේවල් හිර වුණාම මම ටක් ගාලා කියනවා මම ටක් ගාලා කවන්න මම විනාඩි 5න් යනවා කියලා. හරිද? එහෙම අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. තාමත් තියෙනවා. හරිද? ඒකට මගේ ඒජ් එකේදී මම තාම කවා ගන්නවා හිටපු අම්මට කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකෙන් මේ නිකන් මුත් අමුතු දෙයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? අම්මට කියලා කවාගත්තාම ගොඩක් ඔයාලගේ ඉතින් තව බොන්ඩ් එක තව වැඩි වෙනවා. හරි. අර දෙයට යනකොට හැමදාම අම්මට තාත්තට වැඳලා යනවා වගේ තමයි. හරිද? මොකද ඔයගොල්ලෝ වයසට යනකොට අම්මයි තාත්තයි නෑනේ වල්ලම් ඒකින්ද ඉන්න දවස්වල වඳින්න හැමදාම. I do not know about Muslim මරුන්ගේ පැත්තේම කොහොමද කියලා ඔබ දන්නේ how did they worship their mother and father. හරි. නමුත් අර මේ බෞද්ධ කට්ටිය කරනවා. You can't do that right until you did. හරි. There will be a time that those people will not be with us. හරි. ඔය අම්මා කියලා කෝල් එකේ නේ එක. හරිද? එන්නේ නැති වෙන කාලයක් තියෙනවනේ. ඒක ඉතින් ඒ කාලේට තමයි දෙන්නේ. දැන් එහෙන රෙස්පෙක්ට් ඉන්නවා අම්මනේ තාත්තලයි. ඒක සාමාන්‍ය දෙයක් ඉතින්. හරිද? ඒක වළක්වන්න බෑ. හරි? ඒකින්ද ඉතින් පුළුවන් වෙලාවට මං කියන්නේ කවා ගන්න. රයිට්? අඩු ගන්න ඒ වාරේ ඔළුවේ තියනවා. හරි? අම්මටත් තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ හරි ගමනක් යනකොට අනිවාර්යයෙන් වැඳලා යන්න. හරි? එතකොට who knows නේ? මේවා කියන්න එපා කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට ඒවා කියන්න ඕනේ. හරි. මේ දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ක්ලාස් යනකොට සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා මම දන්නවා මේ ඔය ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒ දැන් ක්ලාස් එකේ හිටියන මීයෝ වගේ හරිද? ගෙදරදී අම්මලට තාත්තලට එන රෙස්පෙක්ට් දානවනේ. තාත්තට නම් දාන්න නැහැ. තාත්තලට එහෙම දැන් රෙස්පෙක්ට් දැම්මොත් එහෙම කන බැලෙන්න කන්න වෙනවනේ. අම්මට දානවනේ. එක එක රෙස්පෙක්ට් දානවනේ අම්මට. අනේ ඉන්න එහෙම. ඒවා කියන. ඒවා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එක ඔයාලට කියන දේ. නමුත් ඔයාලා උදේ ක්ලාස් යනකොට හරි. ඔයාලා උදේ ක්ලාස් යනකොට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඔබට තාත්තලා ඉදියොත් නැදලා යන්න. පිට කියන්න බෑනේ. සමහර වෙලාවට අපි ගිහිල්ලා එනකොට හරිද? ඒගොල්ලෝ සමහරට හරිද? ඉන්නත් පුළුවන් නොඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ලෝකේ හැටි ඕවා කියනවා කියලා සමහර කට්ටිය බයිනවා හොඳේ. ඒවා කියන්න ඕනේ නැත්තම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ෆීල් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මෙතනට ෆීල් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ හදවතට කියන එකට මොළයට කියන එකට දැනෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? ඒගොල්ලෝ සල්ලි දෙනවා ඔයාලට. සල්ලි අරන් ඔයාලා යනවා. ක්ලාස් ෆීස් ගෙවනවත් දන්නෙත් නැහැ සමහරලාට. ඒ සල්ලි වලින් මොනවා කරනවද දන්නෙත් නැහැ. හරි. ඒකින්ද මේ එයාලට සලකන්න. හරි. ඒක තමයි මට කියන්න ඕන. සලකන්න නෙමෙයි. at least උදේ යනකොට මේ කොට වැඳලා යන්න. හරිද? වැඩ රාජකාරි 1000ක් ඇති. වැඳලා යන්න. හිත සතුටින් ගිය හැකි. ඔයාට හිතෙන්නේ නැහැ කවදාද අඩේ මම අද උදේ වැඳේ අම්මට කියලා හිතෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක මොකක් හරි if something happens මොනවා හරි දෙයක් හදිසි දෙයක් වුණොත් ඔයාට worry වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔයා වැඳලා ආශිර්වාද අරන් තමයි අන්තිමට පිට වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ගෙදරට එනකොටත් තියෙන්නේ. හරි. ඒකින්ද පොඩ්ඩක් ඒවා තියාගන්න මේ එතන. මොකද දැන් ඉන්න පරපුර චුට්ටක් වෙනස් නේ Gen Z එක. ඕගොල්ලෝ Gen Z, Gen Z එක, Generation Z එක. ඒතර ඕගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නේ හැම වෙලෙම ටෙක්නොලොජි එකත්. හරිද? එතකොට ඕවා පොඩ්ඩක් අර ෆෝන් එකත් එක්ක එහෙම තියෙන ඇල්ම වැඩි වෙන්න ගත්තාම අනිත් සම්බන්ධතා ටික අඩු වෙනවා. හරිද? රිලේෂන්ෂිප් කියන්නේ කොල්ලයි කෙල්ලයි රිලේෂන්ෂිප් නෙමෙයි මම කියන්නේ. හරිද? මේ අම්මා තාත්තා අයියා අක්කා නංගි මල්ලි බැඳීම් අඩු වෙනවා. ඔයාලා ටික ටික රොබෝ ටයිප් වෙනවා. ඔයාලා ෆෝන් එකට ඇඩික්ට් වෙනවා. එතකොට රිලේෂන්ෂිප් අඩු වෙනවා. හරිද? at least you must try to keep the relationship between your father and mother. අම්මත් තාත්තත් එක්ක හරි ඒක රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක අර වැඳලා කකුල් දෙක අල්ලලා වැඳලා ගන්න ආශිර්වාද කකුල් දෙක අල්ලන්න ඕනෙත් නෑ වඳින්න. එයාලා මොකක් හරි අර ඔළුව අත තියලා මොකක් හරි කියනවනේ. ඒක සෑහෙන්න වටිනවා. හරිද? මම එමයක් කිව්වේ පොඩ්ඩක් අර රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එක තියාගන්න. අර රොබෝල වෙන්න එපා. අර ටෙක්නොලොජියත් එක්ක ඉන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කොහෙද ටෙක්නොලොජි කියන්නේ ෆෝන් එක. ඒක බැහැ වුණොත් අර ඔයාලා රොබෝ වෙනවම තමයි. ඒතර ඔයාලගේ විතර ෆෝන් එක. හැමතිස්සෙම ෆෝන්. හරිද? ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩ්ඩේ තියාගන්න. හරි? Right. Hi. Okay. First thing I want to do is the previous part, right? Medan chutta pattern, right? I will do it again, and then I will give you some works to do, right? Part D. So I was doing part D, right? I was doing part D, right? I will do it again so that you can understand, right? X minus 3 minus. Now here we have minus xy plus 3y. Right? Equal mark. So here you have x minus 3. And when considering this part and this part, right? Either it on. Yes, recording. And you are going to make, or you are going to build or prepare this x minus 3 here. But this is positive x, negative 3. When it comes to here, you have negative x, positive 3. So you need to know that you are going to do a sign conversion here. You are going to do a sign conversion for that. So what you are going to do is you are going to take minus sign out from that. X minus 3. You are going to take minus sign out from here from both of the terms. Right? Minus sign out. Because you are going to do the sign conversion here. Because you are going to set x minus 3 instead of minus x plus 3. You have minus x plus 3, and if you take y out, so you are going to make the other way around, plus positive x minus 3, so you are going to take minus sign now. If you don't want to convert the signs, you are going to take positive sign now. If you don't want to convert the signs. If and only if you want to convert the signs, you are taking minus sign now from both. So now here you have minus x, and what is the common term? Common term is y. At the same time, you are taking common term out from this one and this one. That means brackets. Here you have negative xy. This means you are going to divide this side by this term by negative y. Here you have positive 3y. You are going to divide this term by negative y as well. This is the meaning of that. The taking negative y out. So finally you can write x minus 3. Right? Here you have negative y. Negative divided by negative positive. Y times 1. Y times 1. Right? So the remaining term is positive x. Now here positive divided by negative. That means positive divided by negative. Negative. Y times 1. Y times 1. So 3 times 1, 3. So now you have x minus 3 here. Now you can see here you are having x minus 3. Also here you have x minus 3. So that you can take it out as an common term. Because this is positive, doesn't matter. You can keep the rest as it is 2 minus 1. So this is. And today I need you to do part E. There is a correction that you need to do, right? Part E. 3b minus 3, yeah? Not positive 3. It should be minus 3. Please correct it. 3b minus 3 plus a times b minus 1. Right? Please do this one. Here you have b minus 1. Now you need to make b minus 1 here. Right? Now try to make b minus 1 here. You know that. Right? No need to do any sign conversion there. Sign conversion current because b minus something you have. Right? You have to just take the common term out, not negative. Then do part F. Part F
Sir,
X. Oh,
Sir, it should be 3b plus 3.
yes, Mega, please correct it. Mega, part A, please correct it as -3. Yeah?
Okay.
Correct, correct. And do the part F as well. If and only if you want to do the sign conversion, you are getting minus term out. If you no need to do the convert signs, don't take negative sign out. Don't take negative sign out. If you don't need to do the conversion, alright? Just take the positive sign. Give it a try. Then I will discuss. I will give you 2 minutes. Here no need to take negative thing out because here we have b minus 1. You have to just take the common term out from here. Now think about what should I do in order to make b minus 1. Yes, yeah. 3 plus a, okay. X plus 4. X minus 5. Yes, yes. Yes, Nilan. Yes, super. Yes, yes. Okay, what about F? Yes, delicious.
Excuse me, sir.
How is it?
Is it okay if the b minus 1 and 3 plus a is switched? Like the sides 3 plus a and b minus 1?
Science then. Yes, it's so. No, you are asking from me.
Like the sides like not b minus 1 plus 3 plus a.
Uh,
3 plus a, b minus 1.
how like that?
Those two switch.
Two terms switching, right?
Yes, sir.
No, no. No case. किसी में अवलग नहीं. अवलग मन. Okay. So you have done. It doesn't matter. Right, okay. I will discuss. Right. So here now put cut cut it would need to be little bit of honey. Now here you have something like 3b minus 3. But here when you see here you have b minus 1. B minus. Now you need to know, right? How am I going to make b minus 1 here? Right? If you want to make b minus 1, right? Here you have 3b minus 3. Alright, b here, minus sign is also here. And how I make this what? How I convert this 3 into 1? So take common term positive 3 out of the bracket, right? So equal take 3 out, right? If you take 3 out from this, the remaining term is b. This is minus. This is 1. Right? Okay, now b minus 1 is here and b minus 1 is also here. Right? Very easy. Right? Take b minus 1 out. So this is 3 plus a. Right? This should be answered. Or else you can write doesn't matter, right? 3 plus a, b minus 1. It doesn't matter if you change the terms here. 2 terms. Same answer will be there. Same answer you will get. Correct? Right. So this one. So that now you do not have any terms like this, right? Parenthesis terms, you do not have anything. So now you are going to check these 2 terms, and if you are having any common term, you are going to take it out. Right. Here x to the power 2, x to the power 1, y to the power 1. Right. So for both of the terms, the common term is x. Right. For both of the terms, the common term is x. Take it out from the bracket. Right. So if you take positive x out from here, right, the remaining term is x. Here, the remaining term is y. Now this is the hint. X minus y. Right. So I am going to make x minus y by using these 2 terms. May 2 terms use color. I am going to make x minus y there. So how am I going to make? Right. So by looking at this one and this one, only common term is 4. Right. I am going to take positive 4 out, so that I can make x minus y here. Very easily. Now you have x minus y. X minus y. Take it out from the bracket. Right. Then write down the rest. X plus 4. Right. Do part G and part H. There.
Excuse me, sir.
That's good. Yes.
Sir, in the question F, I don't understand how you got the x squared minus xy part.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then here, right? So what is the common term for these two terms?
X.
Okay. If you are taking x out, what is the logic? What is the logic if you are taking common term x out from this one and this one? This term divided by
X.
x. This term divided by.
X.
So you know how to simplify this one? Do you know?
The answer is X.
Right. Now,
The answer is Y.
and did you get it?
Sir, but then එතන XY කියලා තියෙන එක කොහොමද X minus Y උනේ?
You are asking this becomes this then?
Yes.
No. It not comes like this near. This come both of these. Right? This x squared becomes x. This xy becomes y. Okay? X squared divided by x. Xy term divided by x. Okay? Setting. Not that single term becomes x minus 1. This single term minus xy becomes minus y. Because we are dividing this term by x. Right? So this single term divided by x, we get minus y. That is this. And this term is obtained by x square. X square divided by x. Right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Oh, so then. Right. Right. I am going to discuss this. Right? Right. So here, first of all, you are going to consider these two terms. Now you are going to take the common term out. Now you are going to take the common term out. A to the power 2 minus 2ab. So the term with the minimum power, a to the power 1. So a is the common term for both. So I am taking a out. From this part, you are taking term a out. That means this becomes a. That means you are going to divide a to the power 2 by a. So that cancel out, cancel. Right? The term is a. Right? Minus 2ab. Alright. So you are taking out the common term a from this term 2ab. So the remaining term is 2b because you are removing a. So it becomes minus 2b. Right. Now the hint is, right? Now you need to know, alright, okay. I am going to make this a minus 2b here. I am going to make this a minus 2b by using this. How am I going to do that? Right? If you want, you can do like this. Right? This is a minus 2b. Right? So I am going to write same thing here. A minus 2b. Right? Then I am going to match how it becomes like a minus 2b. So this is negative 5a. Negative 5a. So here negative 5a, positive 10b. Alright. So here this should be changed into positive A. This positive 10b should change into negative 2b. Sign conversion has been done, and what? Same time the common term has been taken out from the bracket. So what is the common term for 5a plus 10b? Common term is 5. Right? Common term is 5. What a if you want to convert minus a into a, you are going to take minus sign out as well. So same thing you can do there as well, I think. Right. I will do that as M is common for this one, M is common for this one. Take M out, equal mark. If you take M out from here, the remaining term is 1 minus 3n. Right. Now I am going to make 1 minus 3n there. Right. So how am I going to take 1 minus 3? And how am I going to prepare 1 minus 3 in there? Right. Very easy. Minus n, right, should be converted into positive 1. Positive 1. Sign change has been done. Sign change. If I want to change the sign, I need to take minus sign now. Right. And also let's check here. Positive 3n to the power 2. Positive becomes negative. Right. Then n becomes, right, n to the power 2 becomes n. So what is the common term? N and n. The common term is n. Okay. What is the sign? You have to do the sign conversion. Negative into positive, positive into negative. So take negative sign now. Put it at there again. So you all, some of you already know this one. Right? Do I need to explain this in a previous method, scratch method? Right? From 0 to hero. Do I need to do that?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Like, Himandi, Jenita, Chenuti. Tell me. If you have any questions, you can ask. Factorize so it is up to you. So shall I do the factorization? So make what is this? A minus 2b, a minus 2b. Take it out. The rest of the terms a minus 5. So this one as well. 1 minus 3, 1 minus 3. Right? Take it out. M minus a. Right. Okay. Right. So, Uday, do you have right? Trinomial means we have 3 terms for this. So now we are going to identify what are the 3 terms that we have for a quadratic expression. You already know what is a quadratic expression, right? And I think you are familiar with those things from your grade 9, right? And you know how to do the factorization as well, right? But when it comes here, there is a little bit of change. How to do the factorization, right? So first of all, let's identify what is our trinomial quadratic expression. So this is the basic form of a quadratic expression, right? So form of a quadratic expression. So you have the tube. So under that box, right? Inside that box, let's write something. Right? So first term is I will use some colors so that you can understand. Right? So this is the form, right? A x to the power 2, right? Plus b x plus c, right? So please don't write a Lianipa, right? So I am asking something from you. Now you know when we are another we may transform right? Evolution එක නෝනේ. හරිද? එතකොට අපේ තියෙනවනේ අර Homo sapiens වෙන්න කලින් අපිට තිබ්බ නැට්ට නේ? ඒ නැට්ට decay වෙනවා. Right? Right? It's extinct නේ. හරි? Something similar to that happens here. මෙහෙම මෙතන වෙනවා. එහෙම decay වෙනවා ටික ටික. Right? Reducing and it's decayed. Right? Here you have x to the power 2. X to the power 2 is x square. Here x to the power 1. X to the power 1. Here what do you have? මෙතන මොකක්ද? What do you have here? මෙන්න මෙතන. What's that? Can anyone tell me? What's the term that you are having here? මෙතන මොකක්ද? What do you have here? Tell me. අක්කා කියන්න. Don't take too much. So yes. And what is the value of x to the power 0? Of the convention? What is the value of x to the power 0? Convention. නිදිද? මම ඉන්නෝනේ නින්දයන් ඉඳ දිනවද? හරි මම දන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාලා මට වෙන්න මට දෙන්නම වෙන්නේ. හරි මට දෙන්නයි වෙන්නේ අනිත් කට්ටිය නිදි කියලා අම්මලා කිව්වොත් මට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. හරි. මොකද කවුද අපි අලුත් එක්කෙනෙක් ආවා. ජෙනිද? What is the value of x to the power 0? Please talk. You can talk.
0.
Okay. Jenny says 0. අපේ කවුද පුතා? හිමන්දි? What is the value of x to the power 0? Very basic things you need to remember. Patta important. Tell me. වැරදුනට කමක් නැහැ. ලැජ්ජා වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. We are here to මොනවද? Learn.
1.
හරිද?
1.
Okay, Manojika is saying 1. Chihana, what is the value of x to the power 0?
1.
Okay, 1. As Adame is also saying 1. Any other answers? Hiru?
X.
Dirogi?
X.
අල්ලා කෙලියයි මරනවා හොදේ මරනවා දිනුගු අඩෝ then කවුද අපේ අලුත් එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා චෙනුදි what is the value of x to the power 0?
1.
Okay, she's saying 1. Dinuki, I'm again asking from you, what is the value of x to the power 0? Okay, Budhi. You can type Himandi. You can type. Right. Devi is saying 0. Nilanya is saying 1. Chenuti is saying
Yes, I'm Deomi, so my answer is not 0. I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear the question properly. My answer is 1.
1. Right. If you were in my paper class in grade 9, I have told this 15,555 වෙනි වතාවට කියලා දෙනවා. හරි? Anything to the power 0. හරිද? Anything to the power 0. What අන්නාසි ගෙඩිය to the power 0. හරිද? apple ගෙඩිය. මට apple ගෙඩිය අදින් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. කොහොමද ආවේ? Right? To the power 0 is equal to 1. හරිද? Anything to the power 0 except 0. Right? 0 to the power 0. No one knows. මේක කවුරුත් දන්නේ නැහැ. Right? No one knows. ගණිතඥයෙක්වත් හොයාගෙන නැහැ. So keep that in your mind. Anything, any number except 0 to the power 0 is equal to 1. Any number to the power 0 equals 1 except 0. මේක නෑ. අමතක වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි කියලා හිතනවා අදින්. Right? So now you know what is the power here. Right? X to the power 0 and it has been extinct. ඒක නැති වෙලා අපේ නැට්ට වගේ. That means x to the power 0 you already know 1 නේ. That means c times 1. Right? C times 1 equals C. That means 1 times C equals C. Montessori lamai, you need to know this.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I asked ChatGPT what's the 0 to
X to the power 1 equals x. X to the power 0 equals 1. Right? X to the power right? Anything to the power 0 equals 1. Huh? Right. So this is it. So we need to understand what are the terms inside this. What are the terms inside this? So I am going to tell you what are the terms. So normally here we have A. We are going to tell this A. We are going to tell this A the coefficient of x squared. Here you have x squared, right? Here you have x squared, and we tell this A coefficient of x squared, and by using the same thing, here you have x. In front of that, you have b, that is a constant, right? This b is called coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. And this one, it is not a coefficient, right? Not a coefficient, but we just say constant, right? We just say this is a constant. Niyataya. Right? So let's name them, let's label them, right? So this one is called, right, coefficient of x squared, right? Coefficient of x squared. This b is called, you know that already. You know that already. coefficient of x, right? Coefficient of x, and we tell this c, right? We tell this c as our constant, right? As our constant, right? So this is the basic form you need to identify when you are dealing with trinomial quadratic expression, right? Trinomial quadratic expression. This is the basic form. Keep that in your mind. Please write this earlier. When you finish writing, please let me know. Send D for done. Huh? D for done. Chat එක D කියලා දාන්න. Keep these things in your mind. මේවා හොඳට ඔළුවේ තියාගන්න. Right? How to pronounce and how to refer them, how to label them. Right? A, coefficient of x square. B, coefficient of x. C, just a constant. Right? Just a constant. So on and so on. Right? Let's finished. Did you finish? Good. Right. All good. Alright. Right. Now I have given some bullet down there. Right? Body bullet tag bullets are there. Right? There please write. Right? Memory. Right. Please write. Before finding the coefficient, right? Before finding the coefficients of any given expression, right? Before finding the coefficients, right? Of any given expression, of any given expression. I have given the bullet. In that blank space, please write. Before finding the coefficients, right, of any given expression, you need to arrange those expressions. You need to arrange those expressions. You need to arrange those expressions. You need to arrange those expressions in the above form. May form again arrange karan. Arrange in the above form. Arrange in the above form.
Sir, can you say
Right. Shall I type? Wait.
can you say again?
You know, I'll make share so that you can see. Alright. So I am going to type here. Right? Before finding the coefficients of any given expression, expression, you need to arrange those expressions in the above form. You need to exactly prepare any given expression, right? Same as the above form. Any given expression same as the above form. Alright, right. Now I will explain this one. I will just explain you what is this. The thing that I have told you. Alright. Here now this form, when you consider this trinomial expression, it is very similar to the thing that we have discussed earlier. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Alright. So this is very similar to this. But when it comes to here, when method take a it is different, no? Right? Each and every term has been jumbled. Right? This is not in the form of x squared plus bx plus c. We have not. Right? This is not in this form. But we have to arrange it this. අපිට මේක arrange කරන්න වෙනවා. And we have to arrange this. We have to change the terms, right? Or we have to change the places or change the locations of these terms. First of all, I need you to try, right, how to identify these A, B, C. These A, B, and C. By looking at this form, right? I'm not going to tell you anything. But you need to try by yourself. You need to try. So this is ax to the power 2 plus bx plus c. So this is same as that. But this is somewhat different, right? This one is somewhat different. So you need to prepare it on this form. And please get the answer for A, B, C of the first one, right? And get the answer for A, B, C of the second one. I will give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes from now. Just try. Try again. Give it a try. Another 1 minute is remaining. 1 minute, you know. Please send me the answers for A, B, and C. And A, B, and C. Not not the factorization. I want you to do. I want you to find what is A, what is B, and what is C. Ritik, why you are so silent today? And send me Mituni and Mihara didn't send me anything. I'm asking the coefficient of x squared. Yes, call the sun. Yes. Super. Yeah. Okay. Now I am going to discuss. I'm going to discuss now. Madusanka, no. Your A is wrong. Right. Okay. Great. You have tried me. So that's what I want you to do. Right? Right. Okay. Now I am going to do this one. Now focus on the board. Focus on the board. Right? So the first example is something like this. X squared plus 5x plus 6. Right? X squared plus 5x plus 6. Right? Then you need to arrange this in the form of this. Then may form again you need to arrange ax squared plus bx plus c. Right? So you need to arrange in that form. Right? Right. So the here you should have a coefficient of x squared instead of this x. Right. Sorry. Right. In order, right, to this x squared, you need to have another extra thing, right, as a. That is a constant coefficient of x squared. And when it comes to this place, you should have x years, okay. But b is another term. Coefficient of, we are calling it coefficient of x. Samgunagaya. And c is something else than that. Right? And middle term should be positive. Right. So I am going to arrange it here. Right. Now Buddha, here you have x squared. Right? Mega we have. Here also we have. What is the coefficient of x squared? You got the coefficient. Right. A. Here we have 1 times x squared. So 1 is the coefficient of x squared. Right? Plus coefficient of x, it is 5. X plus, then the constant, it is 6. So when we are writing this A, right, this B and this C, when we are writing ABC, we need to have the sign as this is positive 1. This is positive 5. B is positive 5. And C is positive 6. Right? You already know those things are positive. Otherwise, you will be having negative signs as well. So this is the answer for the first one. Actually, you no need to write this one. Right? For your understanding, I have written this. But you can see here 1, 5, 6. A, B, C. Very easy. I will do the second one. Right? So the second one is this. Six minus 3x minus x squared. 6 minus 3x minus x squared. So here what we have, at first you can write ABC if you want. Alright? So you are going to arrange these terms. This minus x squared term should come to the first place. If we are arranging it in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c. So take this x squared minus x squared term to the front. Then keep this minus 3x in the middle. This is positive 6. So take it to the end. So now you can understand and you can find out what is your A, what is your B, and what is your C. So the coefficient of x squared is A. That should be -1. -1. Can anyone tell me what would be B? Cut the B. What would be the answer for B?
minus
3.
3.
-3. Super. -3. And C, that's constant. That's this last one. Positive 6. So these things are the answers. They are the answers. Right? Right. Arun, please tell me whether you understand this or not. Please tell me. Anything is unclear? Where another?
Understood, sir.
Got it? Others? Right. Oh, yeah. Great. Now we are going to do some question from area lesson. Right? For today, I am going to end the session from here for the factors of quadratic expression. And
Sir,
yeah. Yes.
x2 means 1, then
Huh?
x2 means 1.
Where? Which one?
First one,
For the methanol.
yes, positive.
Yes. This is positive one. That is this. Right? Because I told you earlier, Metana, if you are writing something, this A can be written down as 1 times A, no? Right? Right? So this x squared can be written down as how? 1 times x squared. This is dot means multiply, yeah? 1 times x squared. So the coefficient of x squared is positive 1. Right? Clear?
Sir, understood.
Right.